Sounds good though. Not bad. Hey everyone, this is another rental car, a 2023 Volkswagen Atlas SE with technology package, all-wheel drive. This is the rental car I received for yet another work trip, and I'm very excited about it because it is a German car, and it is an upgrade from the minivan I drove last time, and also an upgrade in quality to that Camry. So we're going to do a little walk around, do a little quick drive, give you some impressions. This might be split into 2 different videos based on the time I have for shooting. But yeah, let's take a look at this interior. It's very well appointed in here, and I'm very happy I received this because it, 1, is nice for the clients to see a good car, and 2, it handles much better than a minivan, so I'm able to drive it a little bit more comfortably. Just taking a look inside, leather wrapped steering wheel, nice digital gauge cluster with some configuration, a little bit slow, but you got some options for oil temperature, trip, economy, etc., etc. And you can leave those up on the screen in that view, and then you can switch over to show some other items. Go to your tachometer and your speedometer on the right. Lots of customizability in this car. I'd argue I like this screen more than my car because it has some physical gas and oil temperatures. On the left side, you have your adaptive cruise control and driver assistance. You can select the menu with this button, adaptive cruise control, side assist, rear traffic alert, front assist. Going along that lines, you have a parking camera in the reverse, as well as front and rear parking sensor. These lines change as you steer, dynamic steering lines. And what else? We got the infotainment controls, you know, that usual forward track. And then you could also go through the different screens showing your audio, phone, vehicle system. Very similar to what Audi offers. Lots of customizability in this digital gauge. Definitely seems a little bit more streamlined than the Audi, but also very similar in other ways. Over here, headlight controls, some storage over here. Looking at the door panel, soft touch plastic on top. Fake looking plastic wood. Definitely makes the cabin look nice. Some leather down here on the armrest. Leather over here. Leather seats in the front. Very comfortable. Very great range of adjustability, especially you need to see over this long hood. This nice wood and this bump out, I guess you can store, you know, your phone there. This car doesn't have a ton of power, so it's not going to fly back at you. What else we got? This, you know, wood plastic trim continued up here. Controls for your vents, physical climates, all that information. Heated seats, 3 different levels. Auto start stop. 2 USB-Cs. It looks like a wireless charging mat down there. Your drive mode. Let's see what we got. So you got Eco, Normal, Sport, which you can press at this button. As well as your parking sensors, and actually that brings up your camera. Didn't know that. Very helpful. Brings up the reverse camera and the parking sensors. Parking brake, engine start stop, drive, manual mode, sport mode. Very similar to Audi. VW is an owner of Audi, so it makes sense. Cup holders, nice and deep. Good spot, not near any of the other controls. A deep center console, USB-C. Alright, let's check out that back seat. Set to my driving position. It's gonna beep at me. And then we'll take a walk around. This is not the 3-row because this is a cross sport. It's got a little sporty design, and wow. Absolutely cavernous behind me. Same kind of material touch up back, a little bit harder. Plastics back here, leather down here though. Plenty of storage in the door side pockets as well. I got like a shelf up here. But yeah, plenty of space behind myself, as you can see. Just a very nicely appointed interior. I'm very happy to be in this car because it just feels in line with, you know, the German cars that are just so usable and so comfortable. Nice cup holders, very high up. No sunroof, but you got some lights back here. And lots of storage. Let's do a little walk around. So it's painted in silver. Got some Goodyear 235 30R20. So these are upgraded black wheels. They look nice. Matches well with the silver. Cross sport badging on the side. Silver looks good. A little bit old man spec in terms of silver, but it's a rental car. Powering this VW Atlas, 276 or 286 horsepower, 3.6 liter V6. It's adequate. Makes a good noise, pretty smooth. Not a lot of power. Good amount of torque at the low end though. Exactly what you need on a car like this. Lots of space. Got some hooks, 12-volt power port. Big spare tire, all the tire mobility kit you never need. Not a 3-row, so nothing back there. Don't think this has a hands-free liftgate. Let's see. But power to close, as you'd expect. Nothing over there. Alright, SC V6, fake exhaust ports. One last walk around, take a quick little drive. Beautiful stance, nice sloping roof, nice presence on the road. Hides its weight very well so far from my driving. Like what VW's done, integrating all the tech in that VW logo. Awesome. Nice headlights too. DRLs, cross sport. All right. Likes to beep at you. So, touchscreen. Very responsive. Apple CarPlay, wireless, very nice. As you can see, pretty good response. Good amount of settings. A little bit ancient looking infotainment, but you know, you have Apple CarPlay, so what more could you want? Some quick access buttons, media, power on and off, volume up and down, track forward and back, I think, yeah. Some notifications. This comes with remote start on the key fob. Pretty dainty little key fob, rental spec. What can you expect? Vehicle settings, tire pressure monitoring, vehicle status, drive safely. Click down more, you got some lights. Don't think this is ambient lighting. Let's turn that up a little bit though. See what that looks like. That's the instrument cluster. Kind of annoying, you have to go into a menu to adjust this. My car has a switch. Very interesting. Car settings. So we already did this. Mirrors, all the things you'd ever need. Yeah, pretty responsive. Got a climate control menu. And I believe there is no climate control in the back, but it looks like you can control air care. Interesting. All right, enough faffing about. Let's take this for a quick drive. Phone's about to die. That's good. All right. Setting off, steering is light. I love that blinker sound. This car hides its weight very well. I can feel the weight, but I can feel the size, but I don't feel the weight until I get to a stop sign. Let's turn that start stop off, but yeah, it's pretty smooth. Pretty seamless when it turns on. Very good torque at the low end to get up and going, but trying to make passes before, it was a little bit, it wasn't my favorite. I really like that turn signal sound. Nice. So if you remember, guys, the Atlas is one of Nicole's picks. So she's gone with the Mazda CX-90, but I was a big proponent of it. I like the German cars. I think Volkswagen gets a bad rep for some of the bad players in the field, and it's a good level of quality. Maybe it's a little bit overpriced in the space, but I think you make up for it in the overall usability. Start stop working great there. I have good visibility all around. Can't complain. So we're starting off in normal, but we'll take this corner in sport, switches this over to S mode. Let's see how this handles. Do we have an ESC button? We do not. Looks like we have some driving modes for off-roading. No ESC button that I can see. It's probably in the menus. I'm not going to turn it off though. You're not going to be chucking this thing around. Yep, there you go. Activated. Very cool. What else we got? Little scratchy plastics in the middle. But other than that, it's good. Sounds good though. Not bad. Can shift over to manual. A little sloppy of those shifts. Nice and easy access to your drive modes. Let's bring it over to sport, or sorry, normal. Pretty comfortable. Handles those bumps very well. Very composed body, very refined, as you'd find in most VW products. The transmission tuning, based off that little Sprint, could do a little bit better. All-wheel drive, though, gives you the confidence, puts down the power well. Very smooth power delivery though when you're giving it moderate throttle. Alright, sorry guys. Not super familiar with this area. Give you a backup test. Very clear display. Good turning radius too for the size of vehicle. So this is a quick review, guys. Overall, what I think about this car, it's nice. I would take this over the Toyotas, maybe not the Honda. Especially with these, new 4 cylinders being introduced. I think the V6 still retains that good smoothness for a car of this class and size. VW could, touch up a little bit more of the interior, but very usable in here. Tech is very nice, very clear, high res. I think that's really, where it counts. This isn't the top level spec, but it has everything you need. Fuel economy, I'll flash it up on the screen, but I don't think this gets the best fuel economy for the power it's delivering. I think it's about 0 to 60 in 8 seconds, but that's not what you're buying this car for. So I hope everyone enjoyed. Hope everyone likes these rental cars. Hope to keep getting a lot of them. Gotta rev it out, that's for sure. Nice brakes. Yeah, hides its weight extremely well. I enjoy hustling this. I would love for some more power. Maybe a little bit more character to the engine, but again, not the class. If you can spend the money, go for an Audi product. Get the refinement, the extra level of refinement and luxury, but also get the extra power.